Hey y'all, Jean here. How is everybody doing this evening? God. Oh my God, yep, I have my sage and of course I'm saging because it always makes me feel so good to sage myself and to pretend or to do the energetic thing where I am saging these new YouTube streets that we are on. Like, really, like, I cannot. Mm, I wish you had some of that, just to clear your space and clear your energy, and especially all the negativity things that is happening in this world. So we just want to clear it, right? Just clear the streets. Yeah. And what is funny, reason I'm having a little bit of a chuckle. Wow, I'm using the word chuckle. Um, there's this woman that she lives in England and she has a really huge YouTube. She's a big YouTuber, like big. I just love her. I always look at her, and her name is Fumi, and every time she comes on, like, I just love her joy and her spirit and her way of being. Every time she come in and she's like, hi, and then she goes into this, and she would say, yes, so what are we here for? What are we here to do? Type of thing. She would jump into it, right? She's just really, really funny woman that it just remind me something I said as I start remind me of her, and that's why I'm bringing her up. But Fumi the Salavol, I can actually pronounce her name. Isn't that incredible? Normally foreign names, but I can pronounce her name, which bring me back to this thing. But why are we here? That's it. Why are we here today? Listen, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Honestly, like and subscribe to my channel. It will be very helpful for me. Um, this channel is my retirement plan. Just laugh at that. Yeah, it is my retirement plan because the way I see it, the way the world going, I'm not going to be retiring in a hurry. And I don't know if I can do the whole Walmart greeter thing because it's like, what is there to do when you see that you're almost in retirement and you look at your life and all the things that you hope for, you dream about, or all the things you put in place, there was obstacles. And here you are, 70, 75, because that's when I can retire properly, 75. And you have to go back to Walmart because your pension is not cutting it, right? I just feel like I need to move this a little bit down like this. Yeah. Yeah, there you guys go. Just move my camera, sue me. So yeah, so so what is like some of the jobs for people that is, it's either you pick up a hobby, if there is, the finance hasn't been generated the way you want to generate it, well, traveling is out of the question. You could buy, I could actually go on the road. Like, I've always had a dream to have a camper van, a big dream. And I think I'm going to do this with, retirement or no retirement, get a camper van. And I would have liked to travel over America, but I'm not sure, how the focus and the weather is over there. So maybe that might not be the best thing for me right now. But I do want to travel Canada as well. So maybe I'll get a camper van and just travel one summer. That might be a nice thing to do. So we shall see. But so yeah, so camper van, Walmart greeter. What else do you see? Walking in Save On or Safeway, or I'm talking about Canadian grocery stores. Maybe I can walk in one of them. Maybe I can, I don't know what is there out there for retirees that is not making enough in pension and their work life, didn't go as planned. And here you end up, single, alone, and trying to figure it out, right? maybe get a dog and a cat and have a garden, but that's if you have land. And if you don't have land, you guys get the whole thing. And but that brings me back to why I'm here and why I'm asking you to subscribe and you know, and like my channel and share, because this is about wisdom and fun, and this channel is for the misfit for sure. For the people that really do not know how to climb into a box or fit into a box, you know. Every time I look at the people that says that hey, you know, to do your YouTube channel, um, you need to have a niche. You need to find yourself in a niche. And if you can niche down, it doesn't matter how much you don't like being in a box, you have to go into a box. And put me into a box because, you know, all the things come up. It's not like I'm afraid of going into a box, but is being in a box who I am? Could I fit myself into a box so that I can please other people? I don't know, you know, and I didn't even know that I have had that thought, because I am here really to talk about being who you are, being who I am, being who you are as a person. And let me tell you something. I've been on this earth now 63 years, 63 years old, and being myself, I am just really fully coming into being myself. And I think that being oneself could also be a bit scary, because when you be in yourself, it means that you have to take off all the masks that you have all used all your life. You know, there is a mask that you wear when you're with your family. There is another one you wear when you're with your friend. There is another one you wear when you are with your colleague as at work. There is another one you wear when you go to conferences and all these different things. There's another one you wear when you go and volunteer, or you are the person in the community, and all these things. But when you truly have to be yourself, you basically have to unmask, right? And believe it or not, this is really what we are looking at in America right now. You know, like we are looking at on unmasked nation, which is interesting that I'm saying that, because everybody right now, the masked men over there is terrorizing the people in Minnesota. Is it Minnesota? Is it Minnesota? I want to say the right place, because I think I'm always saying the wrong things when it comes to where in America that ICE is. And ICE is all over America. And this is not about ICE. What it is about is transparency. And right now, we are basically seeing um, I don't even know. Like, there isn't a proper word. The downfall? Is it the downfall? Is it the disgrace? Is it what has been underneath the surface for the last 100 or 200 years? Or is it our time in history to really see underneath the surface, to unearth what racism is, what segregation is, you know, what I guess capitalism is, all those things. Is it our time? Is that where we are? Because that's what we're seeing. So I'm assuming that it is our time, you know, the time that we are here on this earth. And please, you know, for me, I am giving my opinion, right? I like facts, but I also give my own opinion. So I'm just talking from my own self. So don't come for me, you know, if I say something that you feel is not correct. And maybe you could correct me. I give you permission. If you want to, you could. Because talking about, if when, as a person, say myself, I am now being myself in the world, And this is like a desperate thing for me to be, and to be like, I just want to be who I am. I want to say the things I have to say. I want to show up the way I show up. And in doing so, I stammer. I don't pronounce things properly. I show up in my casual clothes. And so there is naturally a part of me that simply want to compare myself. I want to compare myself. I want to go, oh my God, like I need to do better. I need to look better. I need to, but I don't want to. Do you get that? I don't want to compare myself. And I am not comparing myself. But being myself in itself is a challenge, in the sense that there is so many things about myself that I'm being myself that I want to go, oh my God, like, why are you stammering? Why are you stumbling over your words? So there is so many things about my own self that it is hard to be, but I want to be. So I'm showing you my full self. And I am wanting to have fun and joy and playfulness with being who I am. But I also want to say, I know how challenging it is to be oneself. And it is so challenging that you come up against people over and over and over that, because being themselves mean that there's going to be some uncomfortableness, some discomfort for a few minutes. They cannot even do that. They cannot even be themselves because it's going to be uncomfortable for a few minutes. And yeah, this is my experience. I am experiencing that being myself is uncomfortable because I have to watch all these nuances that I am and that I am bringing, but I'm still showing up. And, part of me is like, So I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But I still want to tell you, I am not here to tell you how to do your YouTube channel because let's face it, I am practicing. I am in my probational phases. I am here for 100 days straight. And the most important thing for me in this 100 days is to show up and to be my best self and to give the best that I have in that day. And today, my best self is saying, show up. Even if you don't know what to say, show up. Even if you don't have a topic for today, show up. Even if you feel like you need to be a professional and you haven't, really go into being a professional. Show up. Even if you know you have to study something to show up, right? So for me to show up, if I get distracted by making a whole long list of all my topics, and I do have a list of all the things that I want to talk about, I have a list of all the topics and all the things that I want to say and share. But if I take my list one by one and I start to deep dive and have to put everything together into pieces and pack it up and make a list and then read from what all the things that actors read from, if I was to do that, I would never make it here. I would never make it sitting here in this couch doing this because I would spend my time feeling frustrated. I would spend my time sitting in perfection. I would spend my time more feeling unlike myself than feeling as myself. You know, that's what I would be doing. And so, for me to show up and have this conversation with you guys, I have to show up authentically, without a script, without a niche, and niche myself as me, right? Because ultimately, at the end of the story, is niching and branding the same thing? Because from what I understand, you have to brand yourself, and you are the brand. I am the brand. So if I am the brand, do I have to niche myself to be the brand, or do I have to become known for one particular thing? I am willing to become known for one particular thing. I'm willing to become known for the woman that shows up and speak and expect the good, beautiful creator to flow through her and to share something that you would find a nugget from, that you would want to show up and look at, because you would be like, you know what? There's that woman that shows up and just kind of sit back and talk to me like I am her best friend, because she didn't script her topic to have with me today. And this is a topic that I would have with my best friend, being authentic. Me and my friend was just talking today about saying no. She was just actually telling me, for the first time in her adult life, she actually had to send a message to a colleague to say to this colleague, do not talk to me again. Do not contact me again. Do not be in contact with me or talk to me again. I'm making this clear. And it was so hard and so challenging for her to do, but she did it. And that one little uncomfortable thing has spiraled her into doing all the things that she thinks she could not have done. Well, maybe not all the things, but the thing that she needed to do, um, to move forward in the space that she's in, right? Yeah, I'm playing with my sweater because it's bugging me a little bit, and so I'm playing with my sweater. And I can play with my sweater because that's what I'm here for. And you probably, yeah. So, anyways, the whole thing is that being ourselves could feel foreign. Like it can feel foreign. It can feel like you go in a foreign country and you don't know where things are, and you may have to ask for direction. You may get lost, right? Sometimes you get lost for hours and you find something really beautiful. And sometimes the person that you ask for direction give you the direction, but you didn't understand the direction, but so you have to ask 3 and 4 people. And sometimes, you find the customer service people or the hospitality people um, would just look at you like you lost your mind because you cannot find the place that you're looking for, but you're already inside of the place. Yes, sometimes that's what it feels like to be yourself. It feels like foreign, 100%. When you just really starting to expose yourself, like I have just started to expose myself here on YouTube, and it feels like I'm in a foreign country. I got to tell you, it feels like I'm navigating so many different things, being myself in this foreign country. And I'm getting to find my way. I'm getting to find the streets and to find the things. And so ultimately, there might be a time when I would be able to niche myself. And, there's a braid here that is just bugging me. It's just, yeah, yeah, there's a braid there that is bugging me. I'm sorry. It looks like it's up and now, and it's bugging you too. Do you see what I mean? I'm taking that there. But I'm going to end my video here because honestly, what I'm saying is that be yourself, take off the mask, the many, many masks that you have, whoever you're masking for, take it off because um, this might be uncomfortable and there might be days and moments when you don't want to do it. But you still have to show up and do it because you want to give yourself grace. And as much as I went down a whole rabbit hole on being yourself And I hope it does make sense, especially for the people who feels like they are misfits, they feel like they are, mystics, they feel like they are magical, they feel like they are witches, a little bit out there. If that's you, then that's me. So connect with me. And if that's not you, then that's okay too, right? If that's not you and you find me, then you find the right place and you're on the right streets on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel because, as I mentioned before, um, this is basically my retirement plan. And do less and be more. Let's all be more of who we are and do less of who you're not. And do not put yourself in a little box because other people are telling you you have to fit into a box. You have to fit into a box. I don't know what it's like to fit into a box. I feel like I am in a box my whole life, so I don't know what that is. Anyways, I am not editing this video, so I'm going to move forward and stop my video. You have yourself a really good evening, okay, guys? You can get off here because I'm going to be stopping it there.